Good evening and welcome back to the Metro Detroit Poker Series. I'm your host, Terry Prince. Today we have the 2025 Freddy Martinez Memorial Classic. With me in the second chair today is longtime player Kevin Higgins.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Terry. Thanks for having me along. I'm looking forward to this.
Thanks for coming along. We had 51 players played in this one today. Top 8 make the money. This was our final event of 2025, and we had $2,600 in the prize pool.
Nice. We like the money.
Always a well-attended event. Our final 10 players here at the final table. In seat number 1, Jim Burshus. He's made a few of these final table videos recently. Dan DiBucci over in seat number 2,
Great
our
to see
Michigan
Dan.
State fan.
It's nice to know you can drink that much and make the final table.
Right.
It's good for Dan.
Seat number 3 is Mike Reibling. Seat number 4, newcomer Matt Wilden. Seat number 5 is Jim Warda, trying to show us his pocket kings there. Seat number 6, Walt Marks.
A player's favorite.
Seat number 7, Mark Olson. Seat number 8, Gino Catenacci. Seat number 9 is Cam Patel. And rounding out the top 10 in seat number 10, Ken Kojamanian.
Bunch of great players. I mean, a lot of talent around the table for sure. They know their way around.
We've got our chip counts here. Cam is way out in front, 108,000. He's got twice as much as Walt in second place with 51. Gino, Mike, Jim, and Ken all under 20K. So
it's going to be interesting.
Half the table have Cam's got a 5-1 chip lead on or more.
All right, you're going to take care of all the game theory and all the stats, and I'm just going to do color.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out. But Matt under the gun looks down at King Jack of clubs. Could be interesting to come out. 26,000 starting stack is actually like in third or fourth place, but 4-1 under the chip leader. Does raise it up to 3,200. Min clicks it. The blinds are 8 and 1,600 with a 1,600 big blind ante starting this final table. Moves all the way around to Dan in the small blind with 5-3 offsuit. He's not drunk enough to play that yet.
No, not yet. Give him a chance.
And Mike also with 5-3 offsuit. And the big blind, he's going to let it go as well. So Matt's going to take down this first pot uncontested. Wins the blinds and antes.
And we're off and running.
We are underway.
I noticed Cam is dealing left-handed. I never trust those left-handers.
We've had a few of them. I noticed one the other night also dealing left-handed. Well, of course, Aaron Lane likes to play left-handed.
That's true. Aaron has, yes.
And is not ashamed about saying he's playing his hand left-handed, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. Folds around to Walt with King 10, comes in for the call, and Mark right behind him with Big Slick. Raises it up to 4,000. Round to Ken with the hammer and the small blind, quickly folds that. Jim looks down at a jack and I don't know what, throws it in the middle. And Walt's like, I'm already in for 1,600. I'll throw in the next 2,400.
Come on. I know. Walt's one of those guys who seems like he's got a horseshoe in his back pocket all the time. My perception.
All the time, maybe not all the time, but he certainly does seem to show up with one quite regular, and he spikes a 10 right in the window.
Yeah.
But Mark does have a flush draw, the nut flush draw, and Broadway draw. So Walt is not out of the woods with his second pair just yet.
No.
In fact, another club could get very dangerous because you're going to have the second nut flush versus the nut flush.
Yepper.
They'll be the third seed.
Walt moving all in.
Yes, Walt bets 10K and Mark comes over the top for 22.7.
Georgia's 2. They'll be fourth.
And that's kind of like a semi-bluff, but Mark's actually favored still, even though he hasn't made a hand yet.
It's a good move, I think.
Oh, dude. BYU
Yeah, it certainly puts Walt to the test because having only middle pair and, the flush already out there, flush possibility already out there. Mark has removal to the nuts with the ace of clubs in his hand, so yeah, it's a great bet. That's something that Brad Owen would do.
Brad Owen?
Yes, the YouTube poker blogger.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not up on the YouTube blogger.
Walt does make the call for 12,700 more, and we're going to have our first player at risk here at the final table. Mark behind but favored. You don't see very often.
It's interesting. Let's see if Walt has the horseshoe or not.
Yeah, so Walt's ahead but has to fend off a whole lot of outs.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't want to see a club or a queen come off, or an ace or a king. 9 of hearts is a safe card.
Mm-hmm.
And 8 of hearts.
Yep.
Walt did dodge a whole lot of outs, and Mark is going to be our first play. First.
And I think, do we use expletives here?
Well, you could certainly read those lips, couldn't you?
You could, yeah.
He's going to be our first casualty of the night, going out in 10th place.
Yeah, and you know what? I think what I picked up from this group as a whole, a lot of guys know around the table, and you know what? You make the textbook play, right? You do what you're supposed to, and then the cards fall where they may.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think that was a fine example of that. I don't think anybody was out of line, and Walt prevailed.
Yes, that was definitely. I thought it was pretty well played.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Although I think Walt's call might have been a little bit risky, knowing
Yeah.
he could have been drawing dead. He could have been stone dead at that point.
For sure.
But,
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I guess everything's a little bit easier in hindsight.
Oh, for sure. But Walt was second place, starting out the chip count. He had 50K in chips, so he certainly had a little bit of a stack to work with. But if he lost that, he's losing half his chips.
Yep.
All right, so on this one, we've got Gino raised all in with Jack-9 of diamonds, and Dan called him with Ace-Jack of clubs.
Here we go.
Gino's going to be in sad shape going into this one.
Yeah.
Dan does have a 70-30 advantage here, and we have 4, 7, 8, 2 spades. None of that really helps Gino. King of diamonds, 10 of hearts. Gino picks up a straight on the river.
Oh boy.
And gets the double up. Yep, he had an open end.
Dan with the grimace and the again more expletives. Yep. Like what the fuck? Yeah,
he had a gut shot and he hit it.
He got rivered.
The gutter on the river came in. Gino's going to get the double up. That was right before break. So here we are now after break. And our blinds have gone up to 1,000, 2,000, 2,000.
And here we go.
Poker went up. Gino looks down at we don't know because he missed the camera. Ken with ace, queen of diamonds.
Strong. Raises to 6.
Ken likes to give me a lot of grief because I butcher his last name a lot.
Just don't use it. Right? Ken K.
Well, we've had
Ken K.
Right there you go. We've got a few Kens in the league, and we've had a situation where we've had 2 Kens at the final table, so I kind of gotta get them in there. But yeah, I've gotten it now. But yeah, the first few times.
So how are you saying it?
Kojamanian.
Kojamanian.
Yes. First few times I really butchered it up pretty good.
Well, interesting about Ken, one of his favorite places to visit is Spain. Looking at his profile here.
Interesting. Well, unfortunately, he's going to have the opportunity to do that now because he just got eliminated from this final table.
Yeah.
So his ace, queen of diamonds. No, he didn't get eliminated. He doubled up Mike. I'm sorry. But yeah, he had ace, queen. He was well dominated. And Mike had ace, jack, and spiked a couple jacks on the flop. Got the double up through Ken. Yeah, so I should say Ken is all that much closer to being able to return his
There you go. That's right. No, not out.
Cam looks down at queen, jack offsuit. Limps in for 2,000. Ken also limps in with pocket 4s. Jim with pocket 3s. Small pairs here. He's going to throw those away.
Mm-hmm.
you throw away a small pocket pair to a limp pot?
No,
No, I don't think so
No,
either.
you're
I'm
gonna-
at least going to try and set mine. Right?
exactly.
If I can get in for free or
for sure,
cheap.
cheap and see the flop.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's awful tight. Okay.
Four-way action, and we see Queen, Jack, Jack on the flop. Cam flops a full house.
I'd say Cam's in good position.
Yeah.
And he checked it.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
wants,
Yeah.
That's a good check. He wants people
sure,
to come
absolutely,
along.
yeah. Right.
Unfortunately, when you look at what everybody else is holding, well, Gino now picked up a pair, but everybody's got so much garbage to that flop.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to get a customer.
No. I like the check there. You know.
Yep, he's checking, trying to get somebody to bet at it.
Oh, for sure.
Now here he did bet out 4K, which is just a 2x bet. Walt's got a gut shot straight draw. It comes along, but he's drawing dead.
Mm-hmm.
3 of diamonds, not going to help. Cam's not going to get a customer here. He's going to bet it, but I'm sure Walt's going to go away. Does throw out 8,000 into that pot. It really sucks to flop such a strong hand, and then especially when you got four-way action. You had 4 players that see the flop.
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
Nobody hit anything.
Yep.
Except you, and you nailed it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah.
I mean, the only 2 hands that beat him at this point was pocket queens and pocket jacks, and he had to move with jacks.
Yeah.
So, so the pocket jacks couldn't even happen. So he had queen jacks, and the only one combination of pocket queens left that would have beat him. So he had just effective nuts.
Yes.
All right, we've almost completed 2 orbits. We're 16 hands into this final table. Still 9-handed here. Waiting on our bubble boy to finish. Whoever gets eliminated at this point is going to go out on the bubble.
Okay, so we're paying to 8 spots.
8 spots, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And here we're going to have some action. Mike went all in with ace king, and Jim followed him with ace queen. They're both they've got the same amount of chips. They got 13,000.
Mm-hmm.
And then Gino looks down to ace jack, and he's contemplating the universe here as well, thinking, I got a good opportunity to triple up here with a pretty decently strong hand.
Sure.
And it looks like he's still thinking. And thought long enough. Throws it away. Cam, with his huge lead, is going to maybe take a shot with 3-4 of diamonds. You got to figure they're live.
Yeah, that's true.
Suited connectors, what's he going to do? It's only another.
There's times like this too. If we were mic'd here, and could filter out the
right.
because you know
We do get the background audio from them.
Yeah.
On the video. Sometimes you can hear it well enough. You can make out what they're saying. Sometimes you can't. But yeah, he's certainly. It's only 11K to callers, 30K in the pot. He's getting 3-1, and he figured it's garbage enough to be live.
Oh yeah.
And in this case, he's not dominated. He does make the call.
Yep.
So here we go with 3-way, 2 all-ins. And Cam looking for a double knockout with 3-4 of diamonds. That's probably somebody's favorite hand, but not necessarily at this table. And he does hit a 4. 9-4-5 rainbow. 10 of spades. And a deuce.
He is, yeah. He's
Cam gets the double knockout. Jim and Mike tied for 8th place. They each split. They're each
so with the
half bubble boy,
half bubble boys, but they cashed.
Yes,
right.
They both got the cash because they did start with the same amount of chips.
Nice.
So they both got a tie for 8th place. They split 8th place money. So that's one way to avoid going out on the bubble.
Yeah, absolutely. Not the well. You never want to go out, but if you got to go out and you get a chance to be the bubble, better like that.
But lose to a pair of 4. Lose to 3-4 of diamonds.
Yeah. Well, you say he was getting odds on it for
Cam,
sure.
you should be embarrassed. Not really, but yeah. I don't blame him for making the call.
Oh, Jim B. Pocket
So
Rockets.
Cam had 2-4 of clubs, raises it up to 8,000, and then he's going to run into pocket aces.
Yeah, I think you got to pick your spots with those, right?
Cam was flexing his muscle from the cutoff spot,
Yep.
and kind of got himself into a little bit of a situation here. He only had 5K more to call, so it's a no-brainer at this point. So now he's going to try and pull off magic in a bottle twice with two, and get another elimination with junk cards. He's going to leave them a little bit more help though after that flop.
1-5. He needs a 3.
Now he needs a club or a 3.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
10 of diamonds, isn't it? He got the 4.
Yeah.
So he had a pair of 4s again, but that's not going to beat trip
yeah.
aces.
No.
So Jim gets a double up, wins a 30,000 chip pot. Gino now looks down at 6-7 for all the young kids. 6-7 of hearts. My kids are not
6-7.
Yeah,
6-7.
my kids are not in the room to laugh at that one.
Yeah.
Like they're in school while we're recording this.
Yes, it's a weekday. Good thing I'm a realtor. I can be here in other people's working hours.
Yep. And since I'm recently retired, I can do that as well. Maybe I should take in poker commentary as a second career.
Hey, you've been around the block more than once. I think you're well qualified.
Something tells me Lon McCarron is not shaking in his boots. Kenny calls 2K with the Queen 10 of hearts, and Walt checks his big blind option. We have 3, 4, 5, a couple of diamonds. Walt out in front, but Ken now picks up a pair of 10s. There's a 10 of diamonds now on the flop. There's 3 diamonds out there, so it's got to be a little bit nervous for Ken with top pair. Walt bets out 15,000. And Ken goes into the tank.
Hey, throws it in.
Walt's going to take it down with a whole lot of nothing. He had an open-ended straight draw. That was it.
Interesting note about Ken K. Ken, not a lot of people know, he went to the same middle school as Cash Patel, the head of the FBI.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know that name. I couldn't place
head
it
of
right
the
quick.
FBI went to the same middle school as Ken K.
Oh, interesting.
Very much
I'm
so.
guessing they did not know each other, but who knows? I'm not sure what their ages are.
That would be speculative on my part as well.
Of course, then there's always the group of people that are going to say, I'm not sure I would admit to that.
Ken K was, he's got it on his bio sheet.
That's what he put down as his interesting tidbits.
Yeah, and it's interesting.
So we go around the table here, and we've got ace 8 of spades versus queen 10. There's a queen 10 again, the Chaldean aces. Walt calls from the big blind after Gino raised it up. And we've got king 7 queen, couple of spades. Walt's got a pair, and Gino's got flush draw and a backdoor straight draw.
Gino's all in.
Yep, Gino does shove with his flush draw and spikes the flush on the turn. Walt picks up 2 pair that's worthless. Gino's going to double up again for 48K. So Gino's got a couple of double ups under his sleeves now.
Everybody that's played on that table is regular.
Or should I say under his belt?
Yeah, under the belt probably be
That's probably the
more
appropriate.
conventional cliche.
Up his sleeves and under the belt. That's what I did. I combined the two phrases and made up one that didn't make any sense.
As long as Gino's got a belt on and sleeves and he's got clothes on, so we don't have to worry about
Well,
anything.
right, yeah, that is kind of a requirement to play in the Prince Poker Room is to at least be wearing clothes.
Yes,
I think my wife and kids might be a little upset if we started hosting nude
I
poker.
know, I'm trying, man.
You see, and I wonder too, like Cam looked like he was looking right into the camera.
Yeah. There's a camera mounted right next to the monitor where it lists what the payouts are.
Oh,
and what
gotcha.
The, and
Right,
what
right.
the blind is and the time remaining. So every time they look up at the camera, they're most likely looking up at that monitor, especially from these seats that you see on the screen right now.
True story. Yep.
That monitoring camera was right overhead of Matt, what we just saw. So here we go, Matt and Gino. Gino now looking for another spade flush, and only got one of them this time. Matt all in with pocket nines. Gino's got an overcard and backdoor flush draw at this point, which is now eliminated.
Yep.
Gino needs an ace, where Matt's going to double up. King of spades, no help. Matt does get the double up. Gino's like, dagnabbit, that's the first all-in I've lost. But fortunately, you're still at the table.
True. Yep. As long as you're there, you're there.
Yep. Chip in a chair.
I'm reading Matt's bio. Favorite place to visit? Key West, Florida.
Nice. Been there a couple of times.
Yeah, it's a great city. A lot of fun. And while certain parts of Florida get cold, January, February, you get down to Key West, it's not going to be cold.
Nope. And Ernest Hemingway says hello.
Yes, for sure. I love the chickens. I like the chickens who crew.
All
right?
over the town.
Yeah.
Just walking all over town. We've got three-way action all checked around on the flop. King Jack from Walt. A couple of garbage hands after that. So nobody really hit anything. King Jack is good. Walt's going to bet out, and everybody else is going to jump out of the way.
Get out the way.
Jack 9 now for Dan, off suit. Dan's been pretty quiet so far, and no longer. Puts his last 5K into the middle.
Well, he laddered up anyways.
Yeah, for sure. He definitely needs a double up at this point.
Yeah.
He's got basically had 2.5 big blinds, and he's under the gun. So
Yeah.
it's like I'm either in now or next hand. So Jack 9 offsuit, really, one gap connectors. Yeah, I'd say that's chuck it in now and hope for the best.
Well, he's finding some guys with cards against him.
Yeah,
like
pocket queens for
the
Gino.
ace 10 suited, right?
Yep, ace 8 for Jim. Gino raised it up to 20K. Ken came over the top, all in for 25K with his ace 10 of clubs. So Jim B gets out of the way.
Jim B folded an ace. A little harder for Ken. He's had to look for some of those clubs or another ace.
So again, here we're at a three-way action pot here. Two players at risk. Dan looking for a triple up plus.
Down to 9. Of course, he's got a ways to go to get over those queens.
And so far, that's not one of them. That's not it.
Yep. Queens hold.
Queens do hold up. Gino gets another double knockout of this final table.
We got to say goodnight to Dan.
Dan out in 7th place. Ken out in 6th place.
Ken K and Dan, thanks for joining us this evening.
And just like that, we're down to 5-handed, only 25 hands into this final table. That's probably about halfway. The final tables tend to run 40 to 50 hands, so we're halfway through and halfway through that count.
And we've got our two most senior players at the table, both Jim B and Walt, 78 years young.
Young, yep.
Right.
And still kicking. Any day that's above ground is better than the alternative.
Correct. And speaking of which, Dwayne Carr's been on my mind a lot. They'll never be quite the same in the basement.
Nope. He passed away recently, and that was definitely a downer for us. And here Cam flops another full house, and not going to get Well, I take that back. He did get a customer. Queen 10. Matt had nothing on the.
No, yeah,
He had. In fact, he was playing the board.
yeah.
Why did he call? He was. That's probably what it was. He probably thought Cam was trying to get him off a chop. So he made the call. It wasn't a huge bet, and yeah, Cam was not playing the board there, Matt.
Nope. Yeah. Jim B with 9-5.
Yeah, Dolly Parton called, wants her song back, and he does throw them away.
You got the same hand again?
Yeah,
Queen
Matt
10
with Queen
hearts?
10 of hearts.
Right.
Again, yeah. And so he's going to play him again. Walt with King 10 offsuit comes in. Gino with Jack 3 is going to call for half price. And Cam with these little ass hands, suited connectors and 1 gappers, raises it up to 14,000 with 2-4 of spades. He's like, these little 4s and 2s and 3s with a 4 have been really good to me.
And Mattson, for a little bit more, he's up to 16K.
Yeah, he 3 bets all in.
Yep.
And Walt 4 bets all in over the top. So I think that 2-4's going to really get out of the way now. Gino does fold his Jack 3, and Cam's just waiting to throw his cards away. He can't call another 47,000 chips for with 2-4. But he's thinking about it.
Yeah.
I think he's just Hollywooding it
I
myself.
think I was going to say, you took the words right out of my mouth. It's like, yeah.
I think he knows what he's doing. He just has to.
Sure. And you know what? That unto itself is a good play. So it looks like you weren't coming in on what you were coming in on.
And then he shows it. So if you're going to Hollywood it, why would you show it?
Yeah.
Because I think there, unless he was really considering the call, I would be shocked.
Yeah.
That you would risk that many chips.
No.
For
that doesn't compute.
No.
But again, I'm with you. I don't know why you would show, really, necessarily.
Yeah, if you're going to Hollywood it to make it look like it was a tough decision, then, you're trying to sell that you had a better hand than you really did.
Okay, Matt and Walt are going to battle it out here.
So Matt's one of the younger players here today, and Walt's one of the oldest. So we've got the young and the old.
Got some good diversity in ages.
Yeah.
In ages.
maybe age-wise. This is a decidedly white male table. Our flop 8-5-7, rainbow, jack, and ace means the king for Walt does play.
Yep.
Matt is going to be eliminated in 5th place for $175. All right, and like that, we're 34 hands in and down to 4-handed.
Yes, sir.
Our blinds are up to 2,000, 4,000, 4,000. 4,000 chip big blind Annie. Jim and Gino both missed the cameras with their hands, so we don't know what either one of them have, but we know Cam's playing 10 deuce of hearts. So he's playing the Doyle.
We might need another tutorial as far as how to show your cards to the camera.
Yeah, maybe I should make a video on that. Public service announcement. Play it before every tournament. Or make everybody watch it before the final table and sign off on their sheet.
Yeah.
I understand how to show my cards to the camera. Jim's going to take that down with a mystery hand. You can see, it looks like he moved back now. As I said, he had moved over a little bit and missed when he showed the camera. Now he's moved back to his original seat. As the table thins out, the players can move a little bit.
Right,
closer,
for sure.
So they're not spread out so far, and that's fine. I try to keep them lined up when they do that if I'm not sitting in the cash games. And most of them are pretty good about it.
Well, Jack 6 suited.
But Gino did kind of get off kilter on this, so I think we have several hands where we weren't able to see what he had.
So different viewing opportunity here.
Yeah, right. So now we can,
The mystery.
you know,
We're in the dark.
right, the mystery hand. So here we are again, heads up. Waltz with Jack 6 of diamonds, Gino with a mystery hand. 2 of hearts, 4 of spades, 7 of clubs. Pretty well much a garbage flop there. Gino with a small blind. Could have anything, but who knows? Because we don't. He checks it. Walt bets out 20K and on nothing. He's got Jack high. Gino says no thanks. Walt does show the bluff. Of course, we don't know if it's a bluff. He could have been winning the whole way.
Correct.
Four or 5 of hearts for Walt here.
I'll give Walt a reason, a couple of cards to play, and he's usually good for it. And that's playable.
And Queen 4 for Cam. From the small blind, makes the call. Jim with King 6 offsuit, going to check it. We're going 3 ways to the flop. 6, 2, 9, couple of hearts.
Jim picks up a pair of 6s.
Walt's got a gut shot straight draw. Needs a 3 to make a straight or a heart for a flush. Walt. Cam checked. Jim went all in, and Walt's counting out chips to make a call. Thinking about it. It's another one of those situations where you got a small flush that could be drawing dead.
Yep.
I mean, he's not. He's actually in good shape. All right, so we've mostly got a coin flip here. Queen of hearts did really put the knife in Jim's back. Well, took it down with a heart flush. You know, another heart on the river would have actually given it to Jim with the 6, but not to be. And Jim is going to be our 4th place finisher, $245.
Congratulations to Jim B.
And now we are down 3-handed action.
Be fast and furious.
40 hands in. So yeah, this has moved along quite efficiently, which things have a tendency to do when you've got one player way out in front, like Cam was to start this tournament out. Since there's even fewer chips spread amongst the rest of the players, you get a lot more action, all-ins and stuff like that, because you just can't sit.
Right, exactly. Yep.
Walt now has a straight here. Gino has top pair and quickly got in and out and in and out, and Walt way out in front. Another queen doesn't help Gino.
All right.
Gino is our 3rd place finisher. He took down the mystery bounty as well for $508. Pretty good payday. A $70 buy-in.
And now it's the 2 of them.
Heads up
Cam and
between
Walt.
Cam, who was the chip leader to start with, and Walt, who was in the middle of the pack to start with. And Cam is slightly ahead on this hand with 10-7, and Walt's got 9-8. Between them, they got an open-ended straight draw. 4-6-4 flop did not help anybody. Ace of hearts definitely doesn't help either. We're going to check it down to the river, and the 10 is good. How often do you see that? 10 high is going to win this hand. Cam will take it down. I think Cam's definitely got less chips now than he had. Got a good stack of blues there, but I don't think he's got the 108 that he started with. Looks like Walt's got him out chipped.
Yeah, it looks that way.
And And speaking about chipped, he's got him out carded here too. He's got pocket queens. Cam's got 7-6 offsuit. Calls the 10K. 7-8 king. So Cam did pick up a pair, but he's still way behind Walt's pocket queens. And Walt shoves.
Yeah, they were in there.
And Cam's gonna go away. That's a good fold, Cam.
Yeah.
You were crushed.
Way to get out of the way.
Because they had dinner with them on Friday and or
7-4
Thursday.
now for Cam.
Thursday,
9
they had
deuce
dinner
for
with
Walt.
them and, yeah.
More junk hands.
Big thing. Oh, were you? Oh,
We'll
okay.
probably just limp along and see a flop.
Oh, I mean, they were overpowered.
But they played.
And Walt does
Yeah,
limp
and
in,
they're
waits
supposed to be
for
pretty
the
good.
call for 2K, and Cam says, okay, let's see a flop.
And I'm like,
But they're playing 12
Walt slightly
Yeah.
ahead, and now picks up a pair of deuces.
They got different rules.
yeah, they do. You can't run.
Cam's got
You
a
can't run to the
backdoor
line
straight draw.
like you can.
Yeah, Canadian, you can.
You can run. Yeah. You can full
And
sprint. Yeah.
Walt goes all in with his pair of deuces.
Yeah. No, they did.
Cam's going to get out of the way, wisely so.
And the beat goes on.
Going all in with a pair of deuces.
Yeah.
Walt's throwing his weight around now because he's definitely got Cam out chipped.
Yep. Yeah, he's playing the bully now.
Yep. Now see, we got Cam slightly ahead with Jack 9 versus 8 deuce. Queen 4-5 rainbow. Nobody hit any of that. This time Cam's going to be the aggressor on the garbage flop, and Walt's going to get out of the way. King 10 for Walt, 10-7 for Cam. This could get interesting, especially if a 10 comes off.
Yes, that would be. There would be some fireworks.
Walt with essentially 2 face cards raises it up to 9,000. I can't imagine Cam's going to go away for 5K more, and he doesn't. He makes the call. All right, 10 on the flop, 10 on the flop, 10 on the flop. Queen, Jack, 6. Okay, well, they pick up a couple of backdoor draws. They've each got a backdoor. Walt's got a open ender. Cam's got a backdoor. Walt, Cam shoves and Walt calls. And Walt's going to win it with King high.
Well, you know, you just throw 6-7 and
The open ender didn't come in, but the King high is going to be good enough as they examine the hand just to make sure nobody hit anything. But no, Cam,
Yeah.
you did not hit anything, and you are going to be our second place finisher for $550. Walt Marks, our oldest or among the oldest at the table, going to take down first place, $885 here in the Freddy Martinez Memorial Classic.
Congratulations, Walt. That's awesome. I'm glad for him.
So who says old guys can't win championships?
That's well, it's probably easier at the poker table than it is in the athletic fields.
I imagine that's true. Here is our final standings for tonight. Walt takes this one down. Cam, the chip leader at the beginning of the table, looks all the way to second place. And that's going to do it for that one. Congratulations to Walt. For Kevin Higgins, I am Terry Prince. Have a good night.
See you later, everybody. See you on the felt.